Sup, Artificionado here. You know how music and art intertwine in my life, right? Just like how the strings of my bass generate rhythms and harmonies, words and lines in a poem can create a vivid imagery, although always thought the latter as alien territory. But here we are, playing in the uncharted waters. The usual storm inside my head led to an unexpected calm today as it started shaping itself into a sonnet series. How surreal is that, right? Ironic, ain't it? A painter turning to words? And that too, sonnets, traditionally reserved for lofty love and admiration. Now you'd ask, why sonnets, right? They're a form of poetic expression that I find intriguingly precise, yet beautifully flexible. And somehow, they aligned with my thoughts today. Imagine venturing into a territory so unfamiliar, yet finding your rhythm there. Just like how an alien musical instrument gradually becomes an extension of you. That's what happened with me and sonnets today. Now, it isn't just a random sonnet series, my friend. It's a labyrinth of my artistic journey mapped out through stanzas and quatrains intertwined with symbols from my works, almost like syncing my paintings with poetry. Strange, but seems oddly fitting. I could already see a shook expression catching up on your face. And the best part? Had a chat about this with Nina today. As always, she's all excited and supportive. The same old break a leg, Andrew vibe that never fails to lighten my spirits. Feels good when someone shows a keen interest in such crazy ideas. Makes you feel less crazy, doesn't it? So, I'm diving into this, carrying a palette of words instead of colors. It's like reading my own abstract diary and translating my subconscious artistry into another form of expression. Feels like discovering a new side of me, which is interesting as hell. I think calling it a day now. Might treat myself with some good sleep and maybe a dream about sonnets? Who knows? Well. So, you remember Nina's idea, right? About infusing tech with art. Lo and behold, I've indeed been marinating on it. A project as unorthodox as it sounds. Yeah, getting geeky with art, aren't we? The idea is to create an immersive installation project. Freaking out of box, ain't it? Imagine entering a room, and your mere presence alters the art around you, as if you breathed life into the artworks, almost making them sentient. You move, and the exhibit changes its form, color, or even the depicted story. A space that changes with viewers' movements, intuitive enough for a new sense of space. Experimental? Yes. Exciting? Absolutely. Now, my friend, this ain't a one-man show. I've got the dynamic duo, Oliver and Jane, on my side. Yes, Oliver, our gaming enthusiast, and Jane, the techie. You see, when art shakes hands with technology, we'll need all the help we can get. So, the three of us have been scratching our heads, conceptualizing, ideating, until this thought bubble morphed into a solid plan. This is the power of collective insanity. Oh, also bumped into Nina on chat, and guess what? She is all in. Even offered her perspective as an art buyer. Just the right amount of spice we needed to flavor our soup of mad ideas, don't you think? She's got that eye, the perspective which can help us get a hold of what art buyers might actually be looking for. Helps to keep our feet on the ground while our heads are trying to touch the sky, doesn't it? And between the tech and AR talks, the spark in me kindled a bit of music talks too. Nina told me about Art Expressions, a new Burmese place. Apparently they serve some artsy dishes. Tea leaf salad, she recommended, sounds absolutely adventurous. Apart from that, we found a unified adoration for the new Arctic Monkeys album. How awesome is that? The guitar riffs and paintbrush, they're absolute magic. Got me wondering, music and art, they really are two sides of the same coin. The tapestry of life, best friend, filled with endless nuances, both monotonous and flamboyantly vibrant. Art echoing life in one corner, life mirroring art in another, and in the middle of it all, there am I, a fine artist, trying to paint this vast cosmos in my tiny canvas with tech thrown into the palette. Sup, can you guess what new madness I've stumbled upon now? Jewelry designing. Yes, you heard it right. Imagine me, countering all odds, jumping out of the gigantic canvases to these tiny, significant pieces. It's like a miniaturized extension of my artistry, both literally and metaphorically. Thing is, after diving into sonnet crafting, delving into jewelry crafting feels like I am just living my art in dimensional dexterity. That's what we artists do, right? Surface the beauty of dimensions, one stroke at a time. Now guess who's been lending me a hand in this crazy endeavor? Sophie, our gemologist friend, and Carla, the ever-so-glamorous jewelry designer. Getting hands-on with craft tools, Sophie's granular gem expertise and Carla's craft finesse, it's been a joyride. Like moving my studio from canvases and paints to gemstones and jewelry tools. Speaking of joyrides, Nina, being Nina, gets all excited about this adventurous dive. Can't wait to peer into the collection. Aren't we like two peas in a creative pod, always feeding off our wild art ideas? It's like a rock concert of creative energy when we get rolling. On a different note, been hearing about the new abstraction exhibit at the museum. Nina mentioned it, and seems like it's on everyone's list. Yes, indeed, it's on mine too. As they say, art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Wonder what I'm gonna see from it. And man, you won't believe what Nina shared about food. There's this new veggie burger at The Hungry Artist. Food and art, another perfect duo, right? Just as much as our puns and dad jokes. And their pumpkin desserts. Tempted to believe they could be the next muse for an art piece. Incredible how life can turn out to be an endless string of motifs, ain't it? Ah, ever so classic. The Artistic Minds series got me hooked. Next to my art tools and sketches, it's making rounds on my TV series. It's like peeping into the dynamic art world wrapped in sweet comfort of a cozy couch and my cup of green tea. So now you've got it, the nutshell synopsis of Andrew the Explorer, navigating from fine arts to jewelry designing, museum exhibits to gastronomy, TV series to creative exchanges. And you're worrying about my art distractions? Nah, mate, it's just my way of keeping the canvas of life colorful and vibrant.